and welcome to the eQA demonstration video. My name is Susan Shields, and in this video, I would like to briefly review with you the basics of the eQA system and what it has to offer. First of all, eQA is a website, which means it can be accessed on any device that has internet capabilities. It can be accessed on a computer, a laptop, a mobile device, or even a tablet. Each provider with your practice would have their own login information, a username, and a password. When you get to the eQA website, you would enter this information and click Log In. The first screen you're brought to is a list of patients. These patients will be obtained by the eQA team the day before the date of service. So we will collect your schedules from your facilities, type them up, and put them into the eQA system for your convenience. When you log in, you will automatically see the patients for the most recent date of service in the system. On the screen, there are a variety of ways to identify and find the specific patient you are looking for. You can filter by the facility if your practice works at a number of different locations. You can search for them in the search bar by typing in a person's name or any of the information you see below. You can type in the name, the MRN, whatever information you happen to have available at that time. You can also change the order of the patients you see below you. You can click on each of these headings and change the way the information is ordered. Once you locate the patient that you're trying to fill out an eQA form for, you have a number of options available to you. We have View Procedures, eQA Form, Edit, and Review Patient Record. Starting with Review Patient Record, what this is for is in case you happen to notice that there's anything wrong with the information you see before you. For example, if this patient's name was spelled differently, you may click right here, which brings up this screen. Are you sure you want to send request to admin to review patient Thomas Smith? What this does is send a flag to the eQA team so that we can review the patient and make any corrections you need for you. This button, View Edit, will allow the person to make those corrections themselves. However, most people find it a little bit easier and more convenient to just let us know, and we will be happy to fix it for you. We have eQA Form button, which we will get to in just one moment. But finally, we have View Procedures. What this is for is, as you know, many patients return. They come on more than one date of service for another procedure. You may click this button right here, and it will bring up any time that patient happened to come into your facility for a procedure. So that way, you could fill out an old form if you had to. Now we have our eQA Form button. When you are ready to fill out the eQA form on your patient, you would simply click right here. And now you are brought to the eQA form. The beginning of the form is simply the patient's demographic information listed again for your convenience in case you need to go back to double check exactly what patient you're filling out. You will see right here, physician name. This is my name. I am logged in as a physician, so my name automatically appears so that my name is attached to the record. If I wanted to list that I was working with the CRNA, all of the CRNAs from your group will be listed right here, and you can simply select them and move on. Similarly, if I was a CRNA, my name would appear in the CRNA column, and you could select any of the physicians to list them as the one who you happen to be working with on that patient. Now we have the details of the eQA form. This is the complete form as it originally appears. The way that the eQA system works is by asking just a simple set of questions and only bringing up the other questions that might be necessary if something is triggered. For example, you may have a case that was canceled, and you may be interested in quantifying and running statistics on why your patients have cancellations. If this was the case, you would change case was canceled from no to yes. You are then given a variety of options to choose from, which can be customized for your group's specific needs. If the case was not canceled, however, it would still be defaulted to no, and you don't have to have that list of information in your way. Now we get into AQI by parameters. This is the section of the form that has specifically to do with MIPS measures and can and will be customized based off of the measures that you select for your group for each year. As the measures change, as your needs change, we will change the information listed on this form. To show an example of how the form works, we will look at the procedure section. We do not need to know the exact procedure for every case that you do. That is something that we can get out of the billing information. So we don't require that you record it unless it has to do with the specific measure you would like to track. There were multiple measures that had to do with isolated cabbages and CVCs in 2017. Based on this, these are the two procedures that we happen to have listed. If you happen to be doing a CVC insertion, you would select here, and then the other options about CVC insertion would appear. However, this information is not necessary unless you are selecting that you're doing the CVC, so it only appears if triggered. If not triggered, again, the form is shorter and you may move on. A number of the options on this form pertaining to the measures will have further information come out of it, but only if it is necessary and only based off of your group's specific requests and needs. At the bottom of the form, we have the sections that are customizable for non-MIPS required tracking purposes. QA event, additional considerations, any metric that your group would like to review and have a statistic on to show that you have this information for practices or any other reason can be easily added to these sections of the form at any point in time. As an example, some groups would love to be able to have a statistic to show their providers, to show their hospitals, or to show anyone else about case delays. This is a section that we have included by default, but again, can be customized or removed based off of your specific requests. If your case was delayed and you wanted to track it, you would select yes, select delay, and then select from any number of options as to why your case may have been delayed. You now have a report ready to go with the fine details of exactly what is going on with your patients and your procedures. At the bottom of the form, we have a comment section, just in case there is anything that happened that isn't covered somewhere else in the form. You can let us know right here, and we can have those reported back to you whenever you would like. At the very bottom, we have case assignment. This is for if you have a case that is started by one provider, but perhaps has gone to another provider to finish. This allows you to share your form with another provider so that you may answer the parts of the form that you covered, and the other provider can answer the parts of the form that they covered. You may both add comments, you may both record data, and submit it to our database. This information does go directly to our database, not directly to any of the registries. All of this information stays internal with the eQA group and yourself, and will only be submitted after you have approved it. To show how this works, my name is listed here automatically because I am the one who is logged in. However, if I wanted to pass this form off to another provider, I would simply click X and type in the name of another provider. Your provider list is included in the website, so they will be a drop-down list. It does not have to be manually entered. You start to type, and your options appear automatically. At the bottom of the form, we have three options: cancel, save, and submit. Cancel would be if you happen to be in the wrong form and would like to back out of it. Save would be if you have made some progress on your form, but you're not quite ready to submit. You can save it so that you may edit it again later. Finally, we have submit. This submits all of your data to our database and completes your obligation with this form. These are the basics of the eQA web system. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us at any time. Thank you.